before I came out here tonight, I received the greatest fat guy email you could ever imagine. The email was from Dragon City. You guys know Dragon City? The email said, direct quote, "We miss you. We haven't heard from you in a while. We can't wait to serve you again. Do you know how often you have to order Chinese food for them to be like, hey, you doing okay? You better not be cheating on us with emperors, you big bitch." And that got me curious. Do skinny people get skinny people emails? Like if you haven't hit the gym in a while, you get an email from Planet Fitness. Hey, you doing okay? You better not be a Dragon City, you big bitch. Turned 41 here not too long ago. I didn't think I'd make it this far either. I'm embracing getting older, but I still love doing the same things I did when I was younger. Like being on that front row at concerts. Except now, instead of pre-gaming parking lot beers, I'm taking parking lot ibuprofen. Me and the rest of the elder emos gather to sing the songs of our youth while we catch the stink eye from the younger emo kids. It's like, look, you little bastards. We were there when these songs were written. While you were crowd surfing in your daddy's balls. We were out at the Warped Tour catching heat stroke, but we loved every minute of it. After the first band, the ibuprofen has now worn off, and my knees, back, and feet are screaming for help. I used to make fun of people that love the shows early, and now when I hear those magic words, "We've got 2 more for you," I'm like, shit, that's my cue. Also gotten to that age where if I hear any female pop artist on the radio, I just automatically assume that it's Taylor Swift. They all sound the same to me. It's like, damn, she's busy. She's talking about how it's so easy to fall in love. She's dancing at the Pink Pony Club. She's choosing Texas. And she's a K-pop demon hunter. Take a break, bitch. Most middle-aged thing I've done recently is I tried to Google what 6'7" meant. Every generation has had their slang, but I absolutely hate today's vocabulary. Like for the longest time, I always thought that dead ass was what happened when your ass fell asleep from sitting on the toilet for too long. Like you're on the phone for 20, 30 minutes, you go to stand up. Oh no, I've got the dead ass. I feel like to communicate with this younger generation, you just gotta speak to them in their language. You just go up to them and you say, "What's good, my insert preferred pronoun here? I low-key don't mean to throw shade, bruh, but you and your squad can pull up, take your riz, your drip, and your vibe, get in your whip, and yeet yourself into the upside down, you batch of bougie bitches." I know you probably think that I'm crashing out or being cringe right now, but if I hear "I bet," "bussin'," or "mid" one more time, I'm gonna high-key slay my fucking wrist. And that's no cap. Speaking of vocabulary, who came up with the phrase "fuck you" and the horse you rode in on? What did the horse ever do to anybody? And who's traveling by horse anymore? Like, I feel like the only time you can ever use that phrase if it's 2 a.m., you're over in Old Town, when Wichita PD rolls in like an episode of Bonanza. You know, you're outside the club, you're trying to seal the deal with this girl you've been talking to all night. Here they come. And you've been drinking. You're drunk as shit. You go up to him. Hey, fuck you and that horse you rode in on, Officer Clockblock. I think that phrase needs updated. I think we need to change it to fuck you and that cyber truck you drove in on. I've always loved songs that sound happy, but they have a dark story behind them. Like my favorite's always been the Pina Colada song. Man gets tired of life, decides to put an ad in the paper looking for a new woman. Woman responds, they decide to meet up and run away together. Come to find out, the woman that answered the ad is the man's wife. M. Night Shyamalan could not have planned a better plot twist than that. That would have made for a great episode of Catfish. And they still decide to run away together? Bullshit. That would have been called in as a domestic disturbance. I used that song quite a bit when I was dating. Like, whenever it came time for me to tell someone what I was looking for in a partner, I just tell them, if you like drinking whiskey and the sounds of the rain, if you're into doing butt stuff and the smell of cocaine, if you like making love from midnight till 12:03, you're the lady I've looked for. Let me give you the deed. I'm happy to be married. I'm even happier to be out of the dating scene. They could make a movie out of my dating history, and it would say written and directed by Quentin Tarantino at the end. Full of cursing, bloodshed, still have a great soundtrack. I did a lot of online dating. I was on Plenty of Fish. Being on POF is kind of like actual fishing. You throw back the ones you don't want. You lie about how many you've caught. I got on there hoping to reel in a nice wide-mouthed bass with no gag reflex. Ended up catching a couple crabs who went crawling back to their baby daddies after our first date. Kicked off Christian Mingle for having a screen name Blessing Bitches 24/7. My bio said, looking for a nice church girl that'll pray to the Father in the streets but submit to Daddy in the sheets. I didn't last too long on Farmers Only either. My bio said, looking for a farm girl that'll put some slop on this hog. Those bitches had me up at the crack of dawn. Eating the crack of dawn, you know what I'm talking about? After that, I just came to the realization that the only apps I'm going to be on from now on is Wendy's, Taco Bell, and Sonic. I dated quite a few girls that were into the daddy thing, you know, like calling their guy daddy, which I didn't mind it. One girl was into it a little bit too much. Like she would mess with my thermostat just so I would punish her. I couldn't fuck her unless I was wearing white New Balance sneakers with rat stains on them. We'd be in bed, she'd be like, I'm coming. I'd say, hi, coming, I'm dead. While I was out dating, I was a concert promoter. So I meet a lot of girls at these shows. One girl came up to me, she said she wanted to snort coke off my ass. I said, did you just pull a reverse Uno card? What the hell just happened? So there I was, face down, ass up, because that's the way she does her drugs. The problem with this scenario is, you know, my ass is pretty good size, and she thought it was to go all the way across. Like, sweetheart, you are not Sam Kinison. You're gonna hurt yourself. After that moment, I was like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I hate when I'm in bed with a girl and they can tell me I can do whatever I want, but then they get mad when I fuck their best friend. Gotta be more specific, man. I was in a poly relationship for a while. And then when I first met my wife, I told her that I was poly. And she said, I'll poly whoop a bitch's ass. And that was the end of my hoe phase, ladies and gentlemen. My wife turned a hoe into a husband. Been married 3 times. I got married once because I fell in love. I got married twice because I didn't want to die alone. I got married this 3rd time because she gives me compliments and does that thing I like. I've learned a lot being married 3 times. You know, like, keep things exciting. Trade nudes with your spouse. Men will get sent the same pair of boobs every single day, and every single day they will act like it's the very first time they're seeing them. It doesn't work the same way when you see a picture of your drunk, does it, guys? It's getting left on the bed. So that's why I say keep it exciting. Fellas, pull out your banging boobs. Send her a picture. Spice it up. Whip out your butthole. Who cares? Married. What's the worst that can happen? The other day I was looking a little bit more triumphant than usual. I lifted up. I said, she's gonna want to see this. So I snapped a pic. I hit send. I checked my phone like 5 minutes later. I just see a bunch of laughing emojis. My work group chat found this picture particularly hilarious. My boss, not so much. She texts me. She says, "Is this why you're late all the time?" But after 2 marriages and the horror movie that is the dating scene, I've got to say that I have finally found that one person that I want to annoy for the rest of my life. Like, even when we're in bed, I annoy her because I'm a comic and I can never be serious in any situation. Like, she'll be on top, I'm doing crowd work. Like, so, where are you from? What do you do for work? I'm hitting it from the back, doing bits like, what's the deal with squirting? Is it pee or what? And then after we're done, I say the same thing to her that I'm going to say to all of you. Thank you for coming. You have been fantastic. Fuck it, I'm going to do this one. Let's get weird. Which one of your parents do you think you inherited your kinks from? Because my mom is a saint, and I can't imagine her being into any of the freaky shit that I'm into. I know nothing about my dad. So for all I know, he was a furry that was into wearing nipple clamps and suck toes on occasion. I'm glad I grew up when I did. I can't imagine living with your parents with all the kinks that are out there now. Because if you walk in on your parents fucking, like, that's traumatizing enough. But if you walk in, your mom's tied up like a rotisserie chicken, while your dad's wearing a leather mask and holding a cattle prod, you're gonna need a massive amount of therapy. We have any country music fans out here? I like old school country. I like the titles of old school country songs. Like, You're the Reason God Made Oklahoma. That's supposed to be a love song. That sounds like an insult to me. Like, if someone calls you ugly, then you hit them with, "You're the reason God made Oklahoma." Like, you won that argument. What about that song Before He Cheats? You guys know that, right? The one where Carrie Underwood finds out she's getting cheated on, and she goes out and she commits a bunch of crimes. Like, she ruins this man's car. Women love it. You know, fuck that car up, sis. What if those roles were reversed? What if there was a man? What if there was a man singing about doing a bunch of wild stuff to a woman because he found out he was getting cheated on. It would not be a #1 song, I'll tell you that much. Can you imagine how that song would go? Because I threw her makeup in the can and put all of her nudes on OnlyFans, sold her shoes to a lady down the street, took a big fat shit in her Coach purse, pissed on her clothes to make things worse. Maybe next time she'll think before she cheats. All right, Wichita, I'm ready to keep this show rolling.